Duns, beautiful people. So we are back today. How's everybody doing? You could, as you see, the title of this video is long distance relationships, how to make this work. This topic came to me from one of my supporters. Apparently she is dating a guy who's in a different state, I believe, and so she just wants me to talk about long distance and how to make it work, the pros and the cons. So sit back, enjoy this video. All right, so yes, regarding a long distance relationship, it can work. It's really challenging, but if two people are willing to put in the work, it can work. So some tips and strategies that I have is that first of all, make sure you take your time to make sure that this person is worth you investing your time in him, okay, or her. Like, make sure that you already come in this knowing what you want out of a relationship, express it to the person, and see if he or she is basically in sync with what you would like. Furthermore, make sure that you and your partner have a goal in mind. Say, well, let's date for 6 months, 8 months, a year, and then eventually, somebody has to make a move. You would have to move to his state, or he would have to come and move to your state, because no relationship can work for the long term unless you are together. And regarding long distance relationships also, you would have to really trust the person. You cannot be insecure, because if you're insecure, it's not gonna work. Because think about it, your man or your woman could be right there next to you, live next door, and be cheating, and you don't even know about it. So imagine if the person lives in a different state. Like, imagine if the person lives like 4 hours from you, 6 hours from you, 8 hours from you, or like a different country. They can get away with so much, and you wouldn't even know. Like, you'd have no way of finding out until it's too late. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really trust the person. You have to tell yourself, is this somebody that I can trust his or her words? If he tells me that tonight he's gonna be going to a gathering where it's going to be his boys and yada yada, am I going to be able to believe him and not have to tell him, FaceTime me, I want to see the phone, yada yada yada. So these are the kind of things you have to be secure within yourself in order to do a relationship. If you're going to be jealous or possessive, save yourself, okay? It's not going to work. Just save it. All right, so that's the criteria that you really need to have. So to recap, you need to be able to trust the person. You need to be able to set a time frame of when you two will live in the same state. And the other thing is that while you guys are doing long distancing, make sure you don't let a month go by, okay, without seeing the other person. At least every 2 weeks, if you can. You should try to make a sacrifice to connect at least 2 weeks face to face. Thank God these days we have technology with Zoom, with FaceTiming, so we can see the person while we're talking to them. But the physical connection is really important, especially when you are with a guy. A guy likes to be able to at least be able to hold you, to kiss you, things like that. So physical connection, and also that's how you build a bond, is by being in the same space, sharing the same energy, body energy. That's how you kind of get to know the person, see how they react to certain situation, kind of be able to study their body languages. So that's why it's important to at least meet every 2 weeks or every month. If you really can't do every 2 weeks, or even weekly would be, a great thing too. That would be the ideal thing, okay? So Long distance relationships can work, but it's very, very challenging. It's definitely not for the weak. You know, you got to be strong. You got to be able to trust a person. You have to have a time limit, you know, a goal in mind. And you just got to make sure that the person is worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's just somebody that you don't really see a future with, I don't think it's worth it, because, you know, there are too many people around the corner. You know, like, there are just too many fishes, you know, in the sea. Like, just grab one next to you. But, you know, if you can't, you just gotta be positive. All right. So yeah, so these are the strategies about long distance relationships. Let me know what you think. You know, share. Let me know. Discuss. Like. All right. See you at the next video. Dance, beautiful people.